Hi boys and girls, I'm Miss Bastenza and I'm a first grade teacher here at Los Altos Grace. A little bit of what's interesting to teach this grade level is just that it's very fun and you have that curiosity, you're always asking questions, wanting to learn more, and it's just always nice to see you walking in the classroom with a smile on your faces. It's also fun as a first grade teacher to be able to continue to work on what your kindergarten teachers have taught you and just continue to help you become better readers, and just for you to be able to read many books and continue to grow in your vocabulary, and also for you to continue to improve in your math skills. Some of our favorite memories for this year, as I'm sure you may agree with me, is, well, first of all, getting to meet each and every one of you and just each of your personalities. Without one of you, the class would not be complete. As you know, Ms. Bastenza always likes to say that we're a team and we work together. And I also like my first time going to chapel with all of you. It was just really nice as a teacher. It was very rewarding to see you just when they started worship, just seeing you guys sing out to God, especially when they sang My Lighthouse or You're a Good, Good Father. You guys, I know those are one of your favorite songs, so I am who you say I am. And also, I like that you have learned to work as a team, and I know how happy you got when we earned our marble party and you were able to bring your stuffies and have your stuffies sit with you either on your lap or on your desk. And so I'm sure that was really fun for you. And then one of our most recent memories was when we had Read Across America Week, and all your parents and grandparents got to help out bringing in tents, and we got to do some mini marshmallow treats, and we got to do green eggs and ham also with the second graders. So that was really, really fun for all of us to do. And I miss you guys. I'm here in the classroom, and it's not the same without having you here, but I am very glad and thankful for Zoom that I get to see you guys every morning. So I wanted to also show some of your writing that you have worked on ever since September up until this point, and just kind of celebrate how you have improved and just learning how to do capitals and periods and putting your finger spaces between your words. So back in September, you did a writing on the first day of school, and this is Jacob's. You also got to do a drawing of how you were feeling on that first day of school here in first grade. We also have Antonio's for his first day of school and his drawing. As the year progressed, every week, as you know, we did a story for Rooted in Reading, and this was on eagles. So you learned about eagles. This is Dustin's work. And then we have Hayden also on his eagle writing and his eagle drawing. And then we have Charlotte writing about owls. And we also have Sitlali. Later on in November, your Thanksgiving, you started writing more, which is what as teachers we like to see, you guys just learning to express yourselves and really put in some details in your writing. That was Isaac. And Maya, also her A Plump and Perky Turkey. Working on your handwriting and your penmanship. This was a story, Animals That Hibernate, in January. For Alyssa. And then Deacon's writing for Animals That Hibernate, talking about the chipmunks, the snakes, and the reptiles. Also learning to express his ideas. And Sophie, it's an excellent drawing, along with her writing in the back. Then we also learned later on in the year about amazing artists, and we talked about how art is not just painting, but it's also music. That was Rayma. And then we have Corina talking about how she enjoys music and just relating it to the story that we read for that month. And Jaden. Great writing right there. And the koala who could. This was a really fun story. At this time of year, if you remember, we started using tree maps. So this is Zoe's. So we said koalas can, koalas have, and koalas are. This was a really fun story, and I feel like it's one that kind of relates to all of us and just overall in the school year, because it talked about, if you remember, Kevin the koala, he was scared to get off the tree he was at, and all his friends were having fun until they invited him to come down, and the tree fell, because he was never really willing to come down and try something new. But then he realized all the fun he was missing out on. So this also encourages us to try something new. And then we have Kevin's with his tree map, and then learning how to use the information from your graphic organizer to your writing. So everyone has done a great job, and I know that even now that we're apart, you're still continuing to work on your writing. And we have Nolan, last but not least, on his organizer and his directed drawing and his writing. So you guys are doing great. As you remember, when we celebrated Read Across America Week, we turned our classroom into a campsite, and we had tents everywhere, as we mentioned earlier, as one of our memories. But then at the end of the week, we were able to reflect on what your camping day here at school was, if you hadn't experienced camping yet as an experience, or what it was like for you when you went camping. So as you look, you guys were celebrating that you wrote about one day I went camping, and you used your imagination, and we also linked that to our senses. So we talked about what you heard or what you hear when you go camping, what you taste, what you see, what you touch, and what you feel. So everybody did such a great job, and you all did your own illustrations on there. We also got to read lots of books about Dr. Seuss, and one of our favorites was The Cat in the Hat. And we got to talk about how mischievous Thing 1 and Thing 2 were, and what Dr. Seuss did also with the kids who were in the house because it was raining. And now that kind of reminds me of what we're living now. Those two boys and girls couldn't leave the house because it was raining, but they still managed to have fun. So right now, I know most of us, we're staying home. Maybe you're going out to your backyard or going for a walk, but we're not really getting to do all the fun things that we would want to do and get to see our friends, but we could still manage how to have fun in our house and spend time with our family and our brothers and sisters, and just be able to get closer to them, and maybe just enjoy some time watching a movie or playing a board game or just listening to music together. So you guys got to write about what you would do if Thing 1 and Thing 2 came to your house. And I know most of you decided and agreed that you would tell them to leave, to not make a mess, and then have you clean it all up. So that was really fun to see. And also it was fun to see you doing your artwork, getting your hands messy and painted. One of our units in social studies this year was studying geography, and it was really fun to just really see and learn about our 7 continents. And you guys did such a great job. You were very detailed when we went ahead and labeled our map. You were doing great just following along and seeing our map in the front of the class and just labeling all the different continents and our 4 major oceans. And then you did a great job coloring through. So that was really awesome. You can see all the maps that you did. In science, do you remember learning about the different types of clouds and then going outside to the playground? And it was just really awesome to see all of you saying, look, Miss Bustinza, that's a cirrus cloud, or that's a cumulus cloud. It was big, white, and fluffy. And whenever we had those rainy days, you would say, oh, it is going to rain. Look at those cumulonimbus clouds. So it was just really fun project that we got to do. And then seeing you being able to identify those clouds as you saw them out in the sky. And feel free to continue to doing that as you are continuing to learn your science. You're like little meteorologists. Do you guys remember when we celebrated the 100th day of school? That was really, really fun when I opened that door and I didn't see my 7-year-old students, but I saw older people. But you guys got to use your creativity and just dress up as what you think you would look like when you're 100 years old. So we have our projects that we did, envisioning how you would look like. So this is Jacob's. And then you also got to write about what you think life would be. Thinking into the future, here's Antonio's, and it was just really cute and fun to see you seeing your projects. Then we have Nolan and Dustin. Got to use your cotton balls for your hair, or if you decided to go no hair like Deacon. Only God knows how it will look, but it's just fun to be able to be creative. And think here's Charlotte. And we have Siblali. Then we have Alyssa's version of herself in the future. And Sophie, here's yours. It's Rayma. And Corina. And Jaden. And then if you guys remember, the writing's on the inside. So again, very, very nice handwriting. I know you guys worked on your rough drafts and then made it into your final draft, so you got to see what publishers go through. Here's Zoe's. And here's Kevin with a beard. I'm sure this is just fun to look at, and when the years go by and you look at this, you can see if you turned out looking like this. Here's Isaac, and we have Maya. It's a cute little bow in her hair also. Okay, what did you make, Zoe, your science experiment?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see it.
I blow in, and then I take a deep breath in, and then I take a deep breath out. Ta-da! Yeah.
Good job.
Here's Raima's video of lungs in action. Ta-da!
So thank you, boys and girls, for joining me for the virtual open house. It was really nice just you having me join and just celebrating all those fun times and all the good learning and hard work, as you learn that hard work does pay off. So I miss you guys, and I'll send you a virtual hug. I love you guys, and I will continue to see you on Zoom. Take care.